Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pauletta. I just went through VSG, vertical gastric sleeve surgery on January 11, 2024. This video, I'm just going to go over my process and steps that I went through to actually get weight loss surgery, starting with nurse practitioner to surgery day. I know everybody's insurance is different. Everyone has different standards, different plans, different goals. Way more classes, longer periods of time, short period of time. I know everybody's completely different. So this is my process that I went through. As I say in every video, if you're currently going through VSG surgery, looking forward to doing it, or anything of that nature, just comment down below, reach out to me for any support. I am here for you. I really was dedicated to YouTube for all the information I can find. Of course, you know, every video is someone else's experience. So like I just absorbed everybody's experience. Even if it was sleeve or gastric bypass surgery, I watched probably any video that existed so far. This is like no like huge shout out or anything, but my favorite person I watched so far from day one to where she is today is Karen San Diego. You can easily find her. She was so informative, so intelligent, and like I just love her journey. She's a mom. She's around the same age as I am, and I just loved watching her video, especially a woman of color that I can, you know, see myself in a way. It definitely helped me out with my journey. Hi Karen, if you ever see this. But yeah. And she's like such a supportive person. If you even comment on her stuff or even comment on something on Instagram, she responds to you. And that's the type of person that I strive to be. I would love to be an influencer and support for anyone else going through the same journey as I am. Okay, but enough of that. Okay, let's get to the plan. So, the way I got referred for weight loss surgery is I quickly emailed my primary care doctor. I just straight up said, hey, like I'm looking to get weight loss surgery. At this time I weighed 347 pounds. I was like, I'm 347 pounds right now. I think I was 32 then. Yeah, no, I was 31 turning 32 that year. I'm 31 years old, and I just said like I've lost weight before. I've gained weight back. I've had 2 pregnancies. Like, you know, I kind of just gave my whole life spiel, even though like literally I've been with the same insurance for years, so they have my script of life. But like I just gave just a spiel about that, and like I just wanted to better my life and thrive healthier for my child and you know, everything else, you know. So she emailed me back saying, okay, let's book a video appointment. So I did a video chat with her. She just wanted to see where my head was at, just saying like, okay, like why exactly do you want this? Why do you choose this over that? Just seeing how I am mentally, I guess, in her own type of state. She's like, okay, cool. Well, I will refer you to the bariatrics department, and they'll get in touch with you. Literally like a week later, I got a call from the bariatrics department, and then they scheduled me with an appointment with a surgeon. Super quick, super easy. I thought at the time I could like pick my surgeon, but I didn't. They just gave me one. Well, I think mine only had 3 at the time. I don't know how many there is now, but so I got my surgeon right away. That surgery appointment with the surgeon, it was again going over the options of which weight loss surgery I could have. I personally already wanted the gastric sleeve. All he did was ask my weight, my age, history of weight loss, weight gain, how I did it before, blase, just a recap of myself. Also during that, this was a video chat, by the way. Also during that, he just had me like stand up and like show my actual stomach itself, just so you could see like my body shape, my ab, you know, everything else. He pretty much said I was a great candidate for weight loss surgery. And he asked me which one would I actually want, and he will decide which was best for me. I told him I wanted gastric sleeve. He said that's perfectly fine. He said I'm a perfect candidate for either or, so it's pretty much my decision of which one I wanted. So I went with the sleeve. He also let me know I qualified for weight loss surgery because I had a BMI over 40. And I believe that's their actual standard. Your BMI has to be over 40 to qualify for weight loss surgery. At the time, I believe I was like 59. BMI. Wait, 59? Take it back. 49 BMI. So yeah, at that time I was at 49 BMI. So I was overqualified for weight loss surgery. In other terms, I was morbidly obese. So it is what it is. I knew I'd qualify. So yeah, that was the easy part. Just meeting the surgeon, talking about my life experiences, fluctuate up and downs with yo-yo dieting and trying all these starvation techniques and gaining that back and doing this and gaining it back. So, you know, this is actually just a tool that's going to help me strive to my goal on a different level than I've done before. So after meeting with my surgeon, my next appointment was with a nutritionist. It was a group online class. They're pretty much they call it like it's kind of like, I pretty much call it like our surgery Bible at this point. Like, I printed out the papers and I skimmed through it all the time. I put it in a binder. We went all over the nutrition facts and like meal planning, what our goals are, what we're supposed to be eating. Oh, sorry, I forgot. My surgeon did give me a weight loss goal. So at that time I was 347 pounds. So he told me to reach 330 pounds. That was the goal he gave me, which was only 17 pounds. Granted, that's totally easy to make, but life was lifing. I've said it before. But okay, back to that. So after the surgeon had the nutritionist class, pretty chill class. You just got a person speaking to you and you're watching their screens and you're looking in like your notebook as well, highlighting things, putting together like meal plan ideas, meal prep ideas, so you can prep yourself for, you know, meeting your weight loss goal and prepping yourself mentally for afterlife of surgery. So after that class, life was lifing and I just kind of stopped the program in a way. Yeah, I pretty much just let myself go, just going through everything, and I ended up gaining some weight. So January, so a year goes by pretty much. So January of 2023, I ended up getting up to 354 pounds. I got back down to 347, and I was like, you know what, this is my time. So September of 2023, I reached back out to the bariatrics program and needed to just see like, hey, like, what can I do? What are my steps getting back in the program? They never like kicked me out, shall I say. But it's also where they never reached out. I guess that's not their job to reach out to people when they disappear. But I wish that could have been done, but it wasn't. Anyways, so I reached out to them like, hey, I want to get back on the program. I've been MIA for over a year at this point, and like, what is there to do? They're like, okay, like, well, your nutritionist class expired, so you're gonna have to take that class again, and so on and so forth. I'm okay, cool, let's go for it. So when I called to get back on the program, that was actually September 11th, 2023. This is when I really took more notes, because I knew this was my time. I just knew in my soul this was going to happen, and it did. So I actually like have more like timestamp on how long it actually took me to get surgery. So I called on November 11th to get back on the program, and my nutrition class was November 18th. So anytime I was given the next opportunity of a class, I took the first class they gave me, no matter what. The nutrition class again was just going over like how to eat, what to eat, portion controls, reading labels, you know, standard stuff like that, but which is very important. Also like weighing out your food, things of that nature. On September 22nd, I had what they call a support group. So it's another group, but you're more involved with the actual instructor and everybody else who's going through the program as you as well. So then you kind of like, the nutrition class, you're muted the entire time. The support group, you could unmute yourself, suggest things, ask questions more, things like that. It's a pretty cool class. You kind of just hear everyone else's like backstories and why they're choosing to have surgery, or people who've done the same thing I did and gave up and came back, gave up, came back. So it was just cool to find other people you could already relate to through the phone or whatever way you're doing your web class. Our group was September 22nd, And then October 18th is when I actually went into the bariatrics office and I got my weight check and I was below weight. What did I weigh? I didn't put it on here, but my home scale, I was like 330.6 pounds. But when I got to actually the bariatrics program, I was like 4 pounds under that. So like their scale was my friend. Like I was risking it all just being 0.6 over. But I was like, you know what? we're gonna do it. I was 325, I believe. If I could look back in the documents, like emails they have in my summaries, I'll just put the number right here. That's how much I weighed when I actually like did my weigh-in. You have to meet your goal weight before you could fully move on to the rest of the program. So you're kind of on hold for a while until you actually meet your goal weight to do the further steps. So after I met goal weight, I got an appointment for a psych evaluation, and that was on November 9th. So I weighed in October 18th, and my psych appointment was November 9th, which was a very chill appointment. Again, talking about life history of eating. What habits do I have? Am I a binge eater? Why do I overeat? Emotional eater, things like that. With this appointment, I tell you, be honest, but don't be too honest, if you know what I mean. Because while you're talking and you'll just see them kind of like docking this, docking that, looking, okay, yeah, you know, because they want you just to talk, you know, they'll ask questions. They have a list of questions they're going to ask you. And the way you respond, you get whatever they're marking on their paper. I personally am an emotional eater, but for all emotions, if that makes sense. Like if I'm happy, let's go eat. If I'm sad, I'm going to eat. If I'm mad, I'm going to eat. Celebrations, going to eat. Like all my emotions usually involved eating. Yeah. And I'm not much of an overeater. I just eat bad, if that makes sense. I eat bad, and I eat either a lot at one time kind of thing, or a lot throughout the day, if that kind of makes sense, you know? But I don't, obviously I didn't choose healthy habits. Look at me, okay? Well, okay, this is a little bigger now, but yeah, we're post-op. If you're not aware, we're post-op. I don't even know what day I'm on right now. What's today's date? What is today's date? Oh, today is January 23rd, by the way. And I had surgery January 11th, so we're 12 days post-op right now. Anyways, see, I always get myself just off topic. Anyway, so yeah, with your psych appointment, I know pretty much everyone kind of has one. Be honest, but don't be too honest. You know when to kind of bite your tongue. Because I know if you express that you emotionally eat, or you express that you're a binge eater, or you even express that you starve yourself to lose weight, things like that, that may hold you back, because that's going to show you're not mentally ready. I personally knew I was mentally ready. That's why, sticking to the program, I stuck to the plan that the nutritionist provided. So I knew, like, I got this. You're good, Pauletta. You're good. You got it. You're solid. You're solid. After the psych evaluation, I ended up getting an email just saying what we talked about, like literally all the questions that we went through, and her evaluation saying I was cleared and I'll be a great candidate for bariatric surgery. After that, I had to do my lab work, like all my blood work and an EKG. Thankfully for my facility, those are actually walk-ins. I actually didn't know that at first. So I kind of like, delayed, like, oh, I'm going to go and try to make an appointment or things like that. But literally, I already knew I could do walk-ins, do labs. I didn't know I could do a walk-in for the EKG. So my psych evaluation was on November 9th. I went and did my lab work and EKG on November 15th. Literally, I did blood work and literally walked around the corner in the facility and did my EKG. Pretty chill situation. Didn't know what an EKG even was, to be honest, but they put these little prong thingies on me. I lay there for a little bit and then I was done. I waited more in the lobby, longer than how it took me to get it done. So EKG, November 15th, and then I was scheduled my pre-op class, once all of my blood work came in, EKG came in, the pre-op class was given. So during pre-op class, again, it's going over a little bit over nutrition type of standards that it went through, but then now it goes more on like the liquid diet stage right after, like the prepping for surgery, kind of like when you can and cannot eat, what to expect, how long you may be there, things of that nature. For me, mine was like a outpatient program type thing, so I came in, admitted in, did my surgery, recovered a little bit, it was clear to go home. I went home in the same day. That's how mine is. Everyone is different. Some people stay 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I was in and out. And I personally kind of felt like I was okay to go home in the first place, and I feel like I'm better to recover at home because I'm more comfortable. So yeah, that's my experience. Everyone is different. So also in this pre-op class, they'll go over the different type of protein shakes, your protein goals. Protein goal after surgery is 30 grams of protein, 64 ounces of water. So we went over things like that and a little bit over about what to expect after surgery and recovery. During this pre-op class, she really emphasized on like our vitamins that we need and when to take them, how to take them. Because after surgery, you're going to have to crush certain vitamins because you can't swallow them, or if they're like capsules, you have to like break the capsule and like toss it in your mouth. I have one capsule pill for right now, but like capsule pills you take off, just toss in your mouth, or you could put it in a drink, something like that. So during that, at the end, we had to email the instructor. I think she's like a nutritionist. At the end, front and back of the current vitamins that we have that were on the provided list that we got literally way back in the first nutrition class. In the meantime, I did get my lab work back, and I was told I have to add iron and vitamin C to my medications because I'm anemic. So I also involved that. So I had my multivitamin, vitamin B1, B12, and my iron pills. She approved it. And after that, after her approving the actual medication, she actually emailed a schedule when to take them. So after surgery, you can only take certain vitamins in a certain stage of your recovery. So in the beginning of my recovery, I was only able to take vitamin B1 and B12, and of course my thyroid medication, which I was able to crush. And then after 2 weeks, that's when I can incorporate my multivitamin, and then after 28 days is when I incorporate my my iron. So that was like very informative, and it's something I end up printing out and putting in like my binder as well, just like I always use that as a reference, and so I don't forget. The pre-op class was November 30th. After the class, after my vitamins were approved, I then had a registered nurse appointment on December 5th. And then again, it was very short. It was supposed to be an hour long, but I think because I was just so cutthroat and ready and everything has just been laid out smoothly for me that the appointment was like 15 minutes. She went over my blood work saying everything was fine. She's seen that I got my iron approved, so that's helped me for the future. Like, it was easy. She's asked like, how am I ready? Do I have support at home? All those questions. Everything's like, yes. Blood work's good. We're done. It's easy, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So after this, the nurse appointment was December 5th. And then after that, I was going to be waiting for a phone call from the scheduler. So the scheduler is the person that's going to call you and say, hey, we have this day, or whatever days available for surgery. Which of these days would you prefer? That easy. So I got a phone call from the scheduler 2 days after the nurse appointment was December 7th. She gave me the option to have surgery for January 8th or January 11th. Their surgery schedules go Tuesdays and Thursdays. Me being me, as the go-getter that I am, I want to finish off my work week. So I worked up to Wednesday and I had surgery Thursday. That's just how I roll. So I could have had it January 8th, but I was like, I needed my money. I don't really trust short-term disability to pay me on time. A mom's got bills to pay, so that was my choice. But I did have an opportunity to choose an earlier date. On December 29th, I had one video call with my surgeon, which was super quick and easy. He went over the risks that can come about for surgery and went over just the overall what I expect during surgery day, and that's about it. It was super cutthroat, simple. He's super chill. Like, I had never had any negative vibes from this guy. Like, this whole experience, once I got my head in the game, just went smooth, easy. And so then I had January 11th for my surgery day. So, just saying, I called back in September 11th to get back on the program, and I had surgery day January 11th. That easy. So September, October, November, December, January. 4 months. 4 months it took me to get this through, just because, you know, I got to goal weight, which right away I got to goal weight, which definitely bumped me up to getting everything done faster. I took pretty much every upcoming appointment that they gave me, besides skipping my surgery date to 2 days later. But other than that, like, I took every opportunity they can give me. No matter what time of day, I said, yes, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it, you know? So that was my steps to getting weight loss surgery. Reaching out my primary care doctor, getting a referral, getting in contact with the bariatrics when they're contacting me, getting with my surgeon, getting a weight goal to require to get fully approved for weight loss surgery, doing a nutritionist class, a support group, getting my goal weight, a psychiatrist appointment, blood work and EKG, a PreOp class where my vitamins were approved, a nurse call just going over everything again, a scheduler calling me to give me my scheduled date, and then a video appointment with my surgeon. All took 4 months. So if you get your head in the game, at least through my program, I go through Kaiser. I do live in California, so I know different Kaiser Permanentes may have a different way of things, but at least for me, that was how it worked for me. A great experience overall, no regrets, and that's it. So if you have any questions, if you're in California and you're actually going through Kaiser, there are a lot of Kaiser groups on Facebook that I follow. So just look up your actual Kaiser location and see if they have a Facebook group, or there's actually like Kaiser California Bariatrics or Kaiser Northern California Bariatrics or something like that. Or there's just like the Bariatric Social, like the real big one that's like a whole lot of people in. But I looked for a while. But yeah, if you have any questions, great to reach out, because like I'm here for you, just like all the other YouTubers I've watched. I felt like we're here for me, and I want to be that person for you. So comment down below. Don't be afraid to reach out. Like I said, subscribe, like this video, and thank you.